Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Athletes know how important it is to stay hydrated. But did you know there are other ways to hydrate besides just drinking water? In fact, milk is a great hydration option because it actually contains water, as well as electrolytes that are lost when your body sweats. So consider taking milk along with you to your next game or competition and enjoy the taste of greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
You train, you sweat, you practice, you go for the gold, you give 110%, but most of all, you aim for greatness. And milk is the performance enhancer that can help get you to your goal. Trusted by athletes and backed by science, there's a healthy helping of greatness in every refreshing glass of milk. So let nature's original sports drink help quench your thirst for greatness. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of the 2021 Idaho State Football Tournament. We're live here at Weiser High School. I'm Paul Kingsbury. He's Scott Stewart. And we've got a good one here tonight. The Weiser Wolverines hosting the Buhl Indians. And, Scott, these are two teams that typically play week 1 of the season. They trade off home and away every year, but this is the first time in a very long time that Buhl has even been to the playoffs, let alone playing Weiser in the playoffs. Weiser, one of the best teams in the state coming in. Buhl coming in kind of through the back door through a playoff. So coming in tonight, Buhl really has their hands full with this Wolverine team. But as we see and as they've cliched to death, they have to play the game.
I'm really excited to watch this game tonight and see how Buhl is against Weiser. I mean, you look at Weiser tonight, and they look like the bigger, the better team, a lot more players. They've got a full band, and Buhl doesn't have
And it really
much
does
of
come
that.
down to the band.
But
the band and the cheerleaders really do
yes,
throw
exactly.
it right over the top.
But it is fun to watch these two teams and how different they really are.
Now, one thing I want you to show, and I love this about Weiser, if you pan even further to the left, you see a big berm behind the end zone there. And people come, they lay down their blankets, they've got coolers. It's a block party there in the end zone for Weiser. I mean, they've got the stands here. They're beautiful stands. But sitting on the berm over there, it's a party. It's a huge party. The concession stands right there. They've got bathrooms right there. It is an absolute party over there.
They've got a lot of people over there and a lot of support here for Weiser. Now they're ranked number 1. Is that right, Paul?
Yeah, they're close.
Close.
Coming out, Homedale, one of the best teams in the state coming in. And, if you look at the bracket, Homedale's sitting. They got a bye this week. Weiser, Buhl, South Fremont, Kellogg, Snake River, McCall. Those are the qualifying games. And the winners of those will get reseeded along with the other conference champions. And number 2, Gooding as well. They're on top. So Weiser, I think, was number 3 behind some. So anyway, it's going to be after these games played tonight. Weiser, Buhl against South Fremont, Kellogg, which is actually tomorrow, and so is Snake River, McCall. So tonight, this is the only 3A qualifier. We have to wait until tomorrow for the other. So it's always a fun time of year, but especially with them kind of doing things a little bit differently. With the playoffs now, with the seeding, with the Max Preps rankings, there you see Buhl coming in at the far corner, coming in from real locker rooms here. The high school's a couple miles to the west of here, so it's a beautiful facility. The lights are on. So a few more weeks of Friday night lights, and we'll be at the state tournament before we know it. It seems like just yesterday we were starting off in the summertime with opening week. It was 200 degrees outside. It was brutal. It was smoky, and here we are. Beautiful weather. In Weiser, it's probably mid-50s now at this point here at 7 o'clock. So it's there's my buddy Chris Willett in the stands, his son Riley Willett, linebacker for Weiser, one of the best in the state. Looking forward to see him play tonight. So it's going to be a fun football game tonight. And then don't forget, we've got games going on all over the state of Idaho that you can watch and or listen to on IdahoSports.com. We want to thank some of our local sponsors tonight. Title I from Weiser, Hahn Packing, Weiser Classic Candy, and, of course, Les Schwab. And for Buhl, Kelly Oil, and True Leap Technologies. Now, if you're interested in joining the team here, email editor@IdahoSports.com. Photographers, writers, broadcasters, we want to hear from you. Editor@IdahoSports.com.
I imagine that Buhl, since it's been quite a time that they've been back to state, I think we're going to see them come out with some really good energy against Weiser, who obviously is a bigger team. But I'm really excited to watch this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It should be a good game. Of course, we can always expect a lot of big plays from Weiser. They're just always a tough team. Head coach Tom Harrison, a legendary coach in the state of Idaho. He's got he was at Pocatello for a very long time. Came here after that, and he's just been doing what he does best, and that's winning. All I do is win, win, win. You can keep singing that if you'd like. But
who should we be looking for as far as players on the Weiser?
And, of course, Brett Spencer, quarterback for Weiser. As I mentioned, we've got Riley Willett there at linebacker. Whole host of guys up and down the list. Shirts, of course. I mean, and they're a fairly young team. A lot of juniors, sophomores on the roster that step up and play, really, really big minutes for them as they come through. And on the Buhl side, a lot of youth as well. A lot of seniors that kind of take the lead. Head coach Alan Reynolds, of course, longtime coach at Twin Falls, retired, comes back to Buhl and brings them to the state tournament for the first time in a very, very long time, and an emotional win on Monday in those playoffs. And it's just fantastic to see Buhl here. I like seeing those teams that haven't had success for a while finally, break that crest and overcome that hump and get in there and get into the playoffs. Even if they don't get too far, that's something to build on the rest of the way. And, when I say that, I'm not saying, yep, Weiser won. I'm just saying as programs like that, it builds from there. It's momentum, and it gets the younger kids excited about the program and gets boosters and families. And more kids play. The more kids you have come out, the better talent you have. So here we go. Weiser, the home team in their red tops, white bottoms. Buhl in the white tops and black bottoms, orange helmet. Set to kick off. Left to right is Weiser. And I am going to have to turn off the light in the press box so I can see. Of course, then I can't see my roster. So it's which way do we go with this, Scott? We'll go this. So there's the kick. And a booming kick as he catches it in the end zone for the touchback. So they'll start things off 20-yard line. The Buhl Indians will. Yeah. Oh, look at you. Were you a Boy Scout? I'll bet you were an Eagle Scout, weren't you?
For those that care, we jimmy-rigged a flashlight.
All right, here we go. Indians taking the field in the first playoff game in a very, very long time. 1st and 10.
Let's see what they start out with. See how aggressive they become.
Run up the middle. Really doesn't go much of anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard in on that tackle. Riley Willett, of course, as we mentioned. So the clock running, 11:40. Snap goes to the outside, gets brought down. Again, no gain and maybe a loss of half a yard.
Weiser coming in really strong in their defense. Not much room for them to go anywhere on these handoffs. Under center, takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Again, not going anywhere, gain of a couple after the handoff. Riley Brunson, 5'6", 144 sophomore. So that's going to bring up 4th and 6, and Buhl is going to punt away on their first possession. Back to punt, Jose Rangel. Low snap, picks it up, fires. It should get a good bounce, a high bounce, and it's picked up at the 47. And a good tackle. Brought down by number 60 for Buhl. That's Ryan Garza. And Weiser will start things off in Buhl territory at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10. So we see Buhl come out with some energy but get nowhere. Let's see what Weiser has to do.
There's a run. Number 40, Willie Schertz. Picks up about 3, makes it 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines. 10-11 in the first quarter. Brett Spencer, senior quarterback, turns, being pursued from behind, has to run it himself, gets the first down, and Moore stays on his feet, comes back inside to about the 16-yard line.
What a run.
Brett Spencer could have just ran out of bounds and ended it. Instead, cuts back inside and gets another 5 or 6 yards out of it. So 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line.
He literally outran his pursuer on that one. He had one that was a couple yards behind him, and he just blasted away. He's got some speed.
6 foot, 190. Under center, takes a snap, turns, hands it off. finds the gap. Nice spin move and finally brought down inside the 10. It's going to be second and about 3. No score here early in the first quarter, 9:18 on the clock. Willie Schertz, the 5'10 senior running back, gets the call and gets inside the 5. Gets the first down. It's going to be first and goal from right at the goal line. So Willie Schertz, the workhorse, moving the football for the Wolverines. First and goal. 8:50 on the clock. Spencer hands it off. Coming to the near side. Cuts the gap and in. Touchdown. Brock Spencer, the sophomore.
Showing off his athletic ability early on in this game. That was a good run. 2 big runs for our quarterback, the quarterback for Weiser. Fun to watch.
So Brock Spencer, the sophomore, gets the handoff. They're going to go for the PAT. Kick is up, looks good, and it is good. 7-0 after the 1-yard rush by Brock Spencer at the 8:44 mark of the first quarter. Makes it 7-0, as you can see right there. We want to thank Title I. At Title I, there's a difference, and they're proud to sponsor the Weiser Wolverines. They're a local title and escrow company with 5 locations in the Treasure Valley, including right here in Weiser. The folks at Title I understand the significance of your investments, and their experienced staff is dedicated to walking you through the process. For timely online title orders or property profile requests, visit TitleOneCorp.com or call 208-414-1455. Go Wolverines! From everyone at Title I, there is a difference. And thank you to all of our local sponsors making these webcasts possible. So a 1-yard run. Brock Spencer puts Weiser on the board first. Set to kick. And the big booming kick off the foot of Rendon Olson. And it goes out of the end zone. Touchback. And Buhl will start things off at their 20 again. Let's see if they can move the football. They had a really hard time moving against this Wolverine defense on their first possession. 8:44 on the clock. We were here earlier today for the 1A Division I game they held here. Genesee, I'm blanking here, Scott.
And
Murtaugh. Genesee and Murtaugh. 62-36 was the final there, but it was a close one most of the way. It's one of those where the score is not really indicative. Indicative is one of those words you don't get to use outside of the press box too often.
Nor Murtaugh.
That's a good point.
Unless you're watching that movie.
Two guys in motion, get settled. Handoff. Doesn't go much of anywhere.
Really struggling against this defense. The stifling right now. Jamming the box, just nowhere to go.
So no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 35-yard line. Again, we've got games going on all over Idaho tonight. You can tune into. You can actually watch or listen to 4 at once on your screen here. Austin Franson. Pass complete. And no, incomplete. Boy, I thought he had that in his hands. He ended up dropping it. The receiver, Justin Lahoy. 7:59.
Lahole.
5'10", and they're very specific on his weight, 149 pounds.
And a half.
I tend to round up. Yeah, it's 150. So under 8 to play, first quarter. Franson under center, turns. Looks to throw, being rushed across the middle. Almost intercepted. In and out of the hands of number 7 for Weiser. That's Marco Garcia. intended receiver. I think that was Julian Ruiz. So 4th and 10. Buhl's going to punt this one away.
Really no choice. Not getting anywhere with the ball.
Good snap, good punt, low punt. Taken right at the 36. Coming to the near side and dropped, and they're going to call a
face mask.
Face mask on that one. Is in on the tackle was Ben Winkle. Boy, he just came through out of nowhere. I don't know if it was a horse collar or if it was a face mask. You say face mask. See what the white hat has to say. As they're still talking about it. And a block in the back.
Oh.
So it wasn't even on the tackle. So a block in the back on Weiser. So that puts him in pretty good position. On the Weiser 30-yard line. Turns, hands it off. Up the middle. Look at the speed on him. I don't know if they're going to catch him. Willie Shirts finally brought down. Caught from behind by number 12, Justin LaHoy. But what a run by Shirts.
Fantastic run. I couldn't even keep up with it in the camera. He was going that fast. He'd pass by those linebackers like they were nothing.
Yeah, he had top speed after the first step. Willie Shirts, a senior. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines on the 17-yard line, 7:23 on the clock. Runner gets a couple of yards. Runner number 43, Caleb Grove. So they're going to give him about 8 yards, actually. Let's see if they give him 7. We'll see what it says. So it is 2nd and 2. I'll go with the scoreboard. Run up the middle. Close to it. Did he get in? He did. Touchdown. And the cannon goes off.
2 quick scores. Weiser's really playing up to their potential here.
Nice run from Caleb Grove. From about, let's see, that was about 12 yards out.
Scott Buhl wondering what adjustments they need to make this a game.
PAT's up, and the PAT's good. So 6:47 on the clock. Weiser 14-0. We'll take a quick break. Be right back on IdahoSports.com.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
All right, welcome back, Weiser High School. I'm Paul Kingsbury. He's Scott Stewart. Just like that, it's 14-0 in the kickoff by Olson. There it is, another big booming kick. This one taken at the 12, coming back the other way. Breaks free and a nice return for number 12 for Buhl, Justin LaHoy, the senior. And that's puts Buhl pretty good field position at their own 40-yard line. .6:40 on the clock, first quarter if you're just joining us. Running to the near side. Missed one tackle, finally brought down, gain of about 3. Good run by Cameron Gorel. .608 on the clock. All right, back to the line. 2nd and 8 on the 43. Turns, hands it off. Up the middle. Boy, and stopped. A gain of maybe 1 on the run by Gorel. Clock continues to run. 5:40.
Burley continues to look for holes in that front line, but they're not getting anywhere.
So 3rd and 5 now from the 45-yard line. Time ticking off. 14-0 our score. Two receivers on the far side. Franson in the shotgun. Hard snap. Early movement, didn't catch it, and he's going to get leveled by the linebacker coming in. That's number 70 for Weiser.
Hit him on the blind side. Didn't even see him coming. That one hurt.
Xander McElroy, the senior, with the sack, makes it 4th and 11. And for the 3rd time in a row, Buhl is going to punt this away. And they're going to fake it. He tucks and runs. And he's going to get dropped at the line of scrimmage. But hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And so for Buhl, sometimes you got to pull little tricks out of the bag, see if it happens. Didn't happen that time.
And they were under a lot of pressure even still. He may not even have been able to get that off.
First and 10, rolling to the near side. Caught, complete. Turns, heads up field. That's Willie Schertz. As I'm trying to see out the window to see where he's at.
Looks like he made it to about the 15.
Out to 15.
Drew the defense to the left, through to the right. Great run by Schertz.
Takes a snap, turns, rolls to his left, has room in front of him. Trying to find the throw. Caught, complete. Schertz, it's a touchdown. Willie Schertz in 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 20-yard reception at the 4:08 mark of the first quarter.
Weiser really showing their dominance here. Just pushing them around wherever they want to go.
So it looks like there was a flag on the play as they're moving them all back. Way back. Chop block is going to be the call.
Ooh.
So, no touchdown.
No touchdown, 1st and 25.
Yeah.
That hurts.
1st and 25 from the 26-yard line. So they can be 1st and goal from the 1, or they might just go for it all right here. Back to pass. They're doing it. Downfield over the head of the intended receiver. I think that was Braden Walker.
Just over. Good play. Just couldn't get it in.
Walker had position, just overthrew him a little bit. 4:03 left here in the first quarter. 2nd and 25 from the 26. Brett Spencer sends him in motion, and unfortunately you can't have two guys in motion. As Michael Youngberg set to move, they're on the left side. Brock Spencer also moved, and now Brock Spencer is going to take that jog of shame to the sideline. It happens. It's all right. Well, that's going to push him even further back now. 2nd and 30 from the 31.
He needed to hydrate anyway.
Yeah, I needed a drink. So in the shotgun, Spencer. This time in motion all by himself is Youngberg. Boy, and blasting through. Both guys missed him, so Spencer's just going to run it. Brett Spencer takes it in from the 31-yard line. 2nd and 30, and Brett Spencer, those two linebackers came through untouched and just went right by him.
He just outran everybody on the defense. He's got some speed.
So at the 3:54 mark, a 31-yard rushing touchdown for the quarterback, Brett Spencer.
Brett Spencer doesn't play much like Tom Brady.
No. BAT's good. So 21-0. 3-score lead with 3:54 left here in the first quarter. Hahn Packing in Weiser is proud to produce, process, and ship onions of superior quality. The fields in and around Weiser, along with the warm, dry climate, are perfect for growing the best onions you've ever tasted. From medium yellows and reds to super colossal yellows, Hahn Packing grows and delivers these sweet and wonderful onions for you to enjoy. Hahn Packing Company in Weiser is proud to support the local communities they serve and are proud of all the student athletes playing in tonight's game. Thank you, Hahn Packing. And Weiser Classic Candy. Weiser Classic Candy in Delhi, proud supporter of Weiser Athletics. I want to wish the guys good luck in tonight's game. Go get them, boys, from Weiser Classic Candy. So the deep kick again. It's going to be returned from the 10. Gets to the 25 inside the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Good return for number 80. That's Ben Winkle. So 3 early scores here for Weiser.
Pretty crucial right now to see what Buhl can do.
The junior. And this defensive line just eating Buhl for lunch here in the first quarter. Clock running, 3:25. Austin Franson just having a hard time getting things going. As soon as you take a snap, you've got 2 or 3 red jerseys bearing down on you. There's a screen to the far side, and boy, he gets lit up for another loss of yards.
Still no answer for this Weiser defense.
And a big hit by Brock Spencer. Makes it 3rd and 22 from the 16. .227, clock running. Takes a snap, turns, looks, trying to find somebody. He's not going to get it as he gets wrapped up and sacked for another loss. This time number 70 for Weiser in there. Xander McElroy again, the defensive lineman. Riley Willett in on that as well as we hit the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, 21-0. So Buhl at the 1:40 mark, clock stopped, and Weiser will take over in Buhl territory right at the 35-yard line. And a run up the middle. Nice design play. Nice job by that Buhl defense to stay put and make the stop. The ball carrier there was Willie Schertz, and he got nothing. About a yard is all he got. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9. So a win for the Buhl defense on that one, as they put up the stop on Willie Schertz. And on that was give some credit to Trace Nielsen.
Just trying to build some momentum out of this Buhl defense. Give him something.
Nearing the minute mark of the first quarter. Back to pass, being pursued from behind. Keeps his balance. Sidesteps the defense, still on his feet. Trying to break through. A little sidearm pass, and caught as he's falling out of bounds on the move. That's Brock Spencer. He cuts to the left side. He's into the end zone, but there's a flag right where he made that little sidearm pass, and it looks to be a block in the back on Weiser.
Oh.
Let's see what the official call is, but what a play.
Just when you thought it was over.
From Brett to
keeps
Brock.
It alive.
Still waiting on the official call from the White Hat. They might still call the touchdown good, and I think they are. Still waiting. Here's the call. Maybe. Face mask is going to be called on Buhl. Touchdown's good. Assessed on the kickoff. So that's a double whammy. I mean, you get the penalty, and it's going to be assessed on the kickoff, and you gave up the touchdown. So from way back, I mean, they were about the 35-yard line. So we'll call that a 35-yard reception, even though that was one of the more spectacular plays I've seen in a long time. PAT is up, and PAT is good, making it 28-0. Weiser commanding lead here in the first quarter.
What do you think, Paul? What's Buhl going to have to do here to get back into this game?
Well, I think they're going to have to hope that Weiser starts making a lot of mistakes. I mean, they're just such a solid team on offense and defense. There's not a lot of holes on either side to exploit. So you really just have to rely on them making mistakes in those unforced errors, getting the ball back, keeping your offense on the field, scoring some touchdowns, and trying to get back into this. But as we mentioned, getting down too far to a team like Weiser with such a good defense makes it almost impossible to to climb yourself out of that hole easily. Not that you ever want to discount anybody in the first quarter.
They definitely have a mountain to climb, a hole to dig out of.
So a bevy of scoring. Another word you don't use a lot outside the press box. So that's right. They had the penalty. They forgot to assess the face mask. It was just a 5-yarder, so nothing egregious. But it's not really like Olsen needs any help with that booming leg of his. And there is into the end zone touchback. So they'll start things off at the 20. Well, Les Schwab and Weiser is proud to support the Wolverines in the playoffs tonight. Everyone at the shop is rooting you on. Good luck from Les Schwab right here in Weiser.
All right, let's see what they can do. Still trying to move that middle. It's like moving a wall for Weiser.
Promise I'm still here.
That's not a problem.
Having an issue somewhere else. There's a quick pass, caught, complete for the first down, and dropped.
Big one.
Picked up and dropped in a nice helmet tap on the way back. But what a defensive play by the defense. That's big number 2, Brett Spencer.
Pretty much picked him up and dropped him on his head. Great pass, though. First down. We haven't had one of those for a while.
So at the end of one, 28-0. We're going to step away, take a quick break. Be right back for the second quarter. You're watching the 2021 Milk Bowl playoffs on IdahoSports.com.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
Now.
Yep.
All right, no gain on the play. Go right back to the line of scrimmage. As the run by Ben Winkle brings up 2nd and 10 for Buhl at the start of the second quarter.
Burley just trying to piece together a couple of plays here that might break open some motivation, some plays that'll give them something.
And Buhl. Everybody's doing it here tonight.
Buhl and Burley and whoever.
Yeah, there's a run.
There we go.
Got some yards, picked up about 6. I'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Indians. Got to get the shots in where I can.
Not hard with me.
Not the best color guy in the league for nothing. So 3rd and 5 for Buhl as the play comes in.
Buhl's got some pretty good sized guys up there on the front line. Should do some good protecting. Should see some good things start to happen in here.
Franson in the shotgun. 2 receivers on the left. The screen almost intercepted. Boy, that's a dangerous pass. Was able to complete it. Going to be just short of the first down. That's going to be 3rd and inches, and they're just going to wave it on. Here you go, first down. I like it. So 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Get a fresh set of downs. Clock running 10:20 here in the second quarter. Franson under center, 2 receivers on the near side. Hands it off. Tries to take that left gap. No going. As it was number 5, Jace Bauer. I thought I said 6, and I looked at my roster and went, well, no number 6, so I guess we're just going to go. So it was number 5 on that, Jace Bauer. Bauer, the junior. Clock continues to run, 9.5 left in the first half.
Burley going with 2 wideouts.
Branson looking at his receivers. Takes the snap. Boy, he was looking downfield, now being pursued from behind. Gets free. Shakes off another. Can't get the fourth. Ball's on the turf. It's picked up. Fumble recovery going the other way. Crossed the 30 and out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds by number 70, Connor Sullivan. But the fumble return, number 27 for Weiser, Maddox Stevens, the junior, picks it up, takes the gift.
Just when you thought they'd get a little momentum, they put it on the turf, and away Weiser goes.
So 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Weiser in scoring position again. Takes a snap, goes to the far side. Brock comes around the edge, picks up about 7. Nice run by Brock Spencer, keeps the clock moving, 8:50 now. That brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Middle of the field, under center, turns. Hands it off, cuts to the outside, and brought down right at the 10-yard line. Another good run. This time Michael Youngberg. So a 1st down. Should be 1st and goal just inside the 10. It's weird, haven't had a score for a while.
For a few minutes?
Yeah. Under center, Spencer. It's a double reverse coming back the other way. Cuts back inside, and boy, dropped it about the 6-yard line. Nice tackle. In on that tackle was Jace Bauer. Ball carrier Malachi Scott. So 2nd and goal from the 7 now. Turns. He's going to pass. Going to the corner of the end zone. And touchdown. Caught by Michael Youngberg from 7 yards out at the 7:26 mark of the 2nd quarter. (34-0). Wolverines extend that lead. PAT's up. And again, the PAT is good. 35-0 now. 7:26 left in the first half. We'll keep it right here and thank Kelly Oil. Since 1969, Kelly Oil in Buhl has been the area's most trusted provider of farm and home delivery of gas, non-ethanol gas, diesel, and heating oils. They can deliver in cases, buckets, drums, and even bulk. If you don't have one of their fuel cards, go in and see them at 1313 Main Street in Buhl, or give them a call at 208-543-6192. Carl, Donna, and Craig Kelly want to wish the Buhl boys good luck in tonight's game. Thank you, Kelly Oil. So I'm going to run out of room on my score sheet here fairly quickly. Should have written smaller.
We've got more paper.
Got more paper. .7:26 on the clock.
Buhl's got to be scratching their head on what exactly they've got to do here.
So taken at the 15. Gets away from 1, gets away from 2, gets away from 3, and brought down at the 30-yard line. Nice return for Justin Lahoy for Buhl. So the Indians will start things off at their own, right close to the 30-yard line. Let's see where the official spot is. And they're going to put him at the 32. So a decent spot for Buhl on the return. And the Weiser defense is all ready for him. So ready when you are, guys. Franson in the shotgun. He's got in motion, hands it off, going around the far side. That's Rangel. Rangel cuts clear to the far sideline, comes up field and gets absolutely leveled. But a pickup, 5 or 6 yards.
He came around that corner and peekaboo.
Yep, Caleb Grove says, "How you doing? Nice to meet you." So second. 1, 2, about 2.5. Definitely not 4 like the scoreboard says. I'm going to argue with them on that one. We'll call it 2nd and 3. 6:41, clock running. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 up top. In the shotgun is Franson. Takes a snap, hands it off. Shooting the gap, gets the first down. Near the 45-yard line. Going to be about the 43. Good run for Jace Bauer again. So 1st and 10 from the 43 for Buhl. Three receivers on the left. Let's see if somebody goes in motion. They don't. He's going to roll out to his left. Trying to find somebody. Short pass, and it's intercepted at the 50. And tackled from behind at the 31. But an interception in return. I think that's number 88 with the interception, Malachi Scott. So Buhl just can't catch a break. They get a first down, moving the football. And the defense right there. It's like they're playing with 15 defenders on the field. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, up 35-0, 5:50 on the clock in the first half.
Buhl just can't seem to find an inch.
Takes a snap, hands it off. A lot of room to run up the middle.
He's got one dragging.
Boy, the whole team has to come in and tackle him. What a workhorse, Willie Schertz. Willie's on the bottom of that pile of humanity somewhere.
He took him about 5 yards with him.
Yards after contact, so important. Willie Schertz, he's going to come off the field, gets a high five from coach. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line, clock running, 5.5 to play first half. Spencer in the shotgun, going end zone. Over the intended receiver. As not only in the corner of the end zone, but behind a light pole. I'm still trying to get the number on him. Intended receiver was Brock. Should have just guessed Brock Spencer.
He's been everywhere tonight.
50-50 on that one.
Brock on offense, Malachi on defense.
Yeah.
Those two have just dominated.
So 2nd and 10. Run up the middle. And again, the whole pile moving with him. And a gain of about 8. Still on the ground, needs to tie his shoe. Run up the middle by number 13, Evan Haggerty.
You know, Paul, if we had a stats department, we'd probably see him, the one that just ran, probably have about 8 yards per carry.
Yeah.
That's my guess.
Brings up 3rd and 3, clock running. Handoff. Nice tackle by the Buhl defense. Not much of a gain. First man in on the tackle. This will be Justin LaHoy. Coming back into the game, Michael Youngberg. Keep an eye on him. The officials I think they were concerned about the spot, as it's 4th and literally an inch. So they didn't need to measure it, as it's very, very short on the 4-yard line. Willie Shirt's in the backfield. They're going to push it ahead to the 1-yard line, maybe the 1-foot line. It's going to be 1st and goal from a yard out. Right at the 4-minute mark. Got the student section right in front of us, the pep band, cheerleaders. Love it. Under center, turns. Keeps. I'm trying to see who had it. Oh, that gave it up to Brock. Nope, excuse me, that Youngberg. Check that. Michael Youngberg, the junior. Going to bring up 2nd and goal, no gain. Clock continues to run, 3:25 now in the first half. So a quick second quarter after a pretty long first quarter due to all the scoring. 4 touchdowns in the first, just 1 here in the second. There's the handoff, going through, fighting his way through, Willie Shirts. And he punches it in from 1 yard out. So 3:12. There's the cannon. At the 3:12 mark. Where was I? I was at Minico last week, and they have a cannon. And it's like right next to the press box. And yeah, Scott Burton and I were doing the game, and we tinkled ourselves a few times with that cannon going off.
For those of you that can't see Paul, he about jumped out of his chair as the cannon went off.
And the PAT is good. Expected it that time.
You should be used to it by now, Paul.
I know, right?
We're at 42 points. That's a lot of cannons.
They might run out of gunpowder after a while.
We'll just have the tuba go at that point.
Makes it 42-0 at the 3:12 mark of the second half. Well, if you live in the Magic Valley, True Leap Technologies is the place to call for internet service. They've been serving the Magic Valley since 1909 and are proud to bring you local internet from local people. Price for life packages start at just $49.95. They offer unlimited use internet with no activation or installation fees, a free smart router, and they can service the rural areas around the Magic Valley. Be sure to follow True Leap Technologies on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a call, 326-4331, to sign up today. Again, that's True Leap Technologies.
Paul, have you ever seen a team jump out to this big of a lead?
Yes.
This fast?
Unfortunately, I have. A kickoff taken from the 12. Return crosses the 30 to the 33. A 20-yard return for number 90 for Buhl. And that's number 80 for Buhl, Ben Winkle, the return man. Winkle, a good return man. And 20 yards on that, great for him against this. These special teams are the same guys that are on the defensive line.
It's about the only place they're grabbing some yardage.
Yeah.
Currently, they aren't getting past this Weiser defense.
They were able to move the ball fairly well that last drive, through an interception. Takes it the other way, so shooting themselves in the foot, so to speak. Can't make those kind of mistakes.
Where they're hoping Weiser will make the mistakes, they're the ones.
Exactly.
Buhl's making those same mistakes.
Franson looks to pass. Yes, absolutely swallowed, as his defensive lineman can just look helplessly on.
High snap. He had to bobble it. Couldn't get control of it. Swallowed up from there.
Evan Haggerty, as well as Riley Willett. Looks like Riley Willett was the first man in. Caleb Grove. Clock running. 2:35 now. 2nd and 16 from the 27-yard line. Buhl moving left to right. Not able to get much going on offense here in the first half. Trying to get them off sides. They don't. They hand it off. Going to the far side. Giving it to Rangel. Rangel, after all that, picks up maybe a yard. As coming in for the tackle was Michael Youngberg as he comes off. Nearing the 2-minute mark now, first half. Coming into the game, William Sutterth, junior linebacker. This linebacker crew for Weiser is just so deadly. I mean, there's so much talent top to bottom.
And a lot of speed. They seem to be big,
Yeah.
A lot of speed. They can't get around them. Buhl really is struggling to get past this defense.
Spreading it out, trying the hard count. They don't go for it. And he's going to get wrapped up again and sacked in the backfield. Another big sack for Weiser. This time, number 65 comes through. William Sutter just checked into the game. So he comes in, gets a sack, and comes out. Says, all right, bring me my drink, please. I'll take my lawn chair, some grapes. I did my job. So 4th and forever, 4th and 21 as we near the minute mark here in the first half of play. Buhl set to punt, punting from their own 10. Low punt, takes a good bounce. And that bounce goes all the way to the 32-yard line with 51 seconds left.
All right, Weiser's got the ball. Number 2 throws it far. Number 8 catches. In for the touchdown, 75 yards. Incredible pass. So Brock Spencer with the catch, about a 75-yard catch. Just blows this out of the water. That pass was high, floater, fully open. About a 20-yard run after. Kick is up. Kick is no good. Short to the right. So, towards the end of the first half, we've got a score now of 48-0 with 39 seconds left in the second quarter.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, welcome back after the touchdown, 48-0. With 39 seconds left here in the first half, and the scoreboard just went dark. Maybe it was there we go, got it back on. There's the kick, another booming kick. And this one taken at the 15. On the return, finds a gap, nice spin. And brings it back inside the 30-yard line. Another good return. Return man Ben Winkle.
Buhl seems a little shell-shocked. They're not quite sure what to make of this game. Hopefully they can make the right adjustments, come back in the second half, and put some numbers on the board.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Indians from the 40-yard line. Coming across, it's a handoff to Rangel. Rangel trying to cut up field, and a big hit on the sideline. Gain of about a yard. But boy, what a hit by Willett. made the crowd go ooh. So clock running, 10 seconds until halftime. And I think Buhl's just watching the clock going, let's get out of here, grab some orange slices, and talk things over.
Capri Sun might be better for this time.
Might be good with either one. Yeah. So that's going to do the first half, 48-0. Weiser in control of this one. We'll step aside, take a break, be back on IdahoSports.com. Don't go anywhere.
I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
You've heard it before. There is no I in team, but there is an I in dairy. Dairy foods are a great source of protein, which is vital for helping rebuild and repair muscles after exercise, so your body can be at the top of its game at your next competition. So grab some milk, cheese, or yogurt after you work out, train, or play. Yes, it's true. There is no I in team, but there is an I in win. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Dear Exit Strategy, all your pieces are in place. A tranquil lake, a serene sky, an emerald forest, a secret hideout. Thanks for being there just when I need you most. Always Toyota SUVs.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Perform, refuel, recover, repeat. It's the recipe for success in any kind of sport. And dairy can be a key ingredient in every one of those steps. Dairy foods supply your body with high-quality protein to rebuild and repair muscle, carbohydrates to help you refuel, and fluid and electrolytes to help you rehydrate. So your personal recipe for greatness can be perform, win, repeat. For more help finding your greatness, visit unbottled.com.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process. It's readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
All right, welcome back. It is halftime here at Weiser. The Wolverines, a 48-0 lead, Scott, and it just doesn't seem like Buhl has been able to put anything together on the offensive side or the defensive side.
Defense for Weiser has really been just a big brick wall. They've tried down the middle. They've tried wideouts. Every time they've got into a passing rhythm, they've hit an interception. Weiser's really dominated on both sides. They've got some really athletic offensive players that have just dominated Buhl.
So Buhl has a lot to talk about in the locker room, so to speak. And the locker room is, I think, the picnic area. Just opposite here.
No picnic for them right now.
It is no picnic. Again, our score 48-0. Let's tell you how we got there. In the first quarter, a 1-yard Brock Spencer run at the 8:44 mark. Then at the 6:47 mark, Caleb Grove, an 8-yard run. PAT was good, made it 14-0. Again in the first quarter, at 3:54 mark, a 31-yard rushing TD by Brett Spencer. PAT was good. And then just a couple minutes later, 35-yard reception, Brett to Brock, and the PAT was good as well. And then we can go to the second quarter. 7:26 mark, a 7-yard touchdown pass to Youngberg, made 35-0 after the PAT. And at 3:12 left in the first half, a little 1-yard run by Brock Spencer made it 42-0. And then at the end,
big pass.
Yeah, I missed. I got on the phone with one of our broadcasters up north, and I missed like a 75-yard touchdown reception. Who caught that? All right, we'll get that from the I-team.
We'll get that. We'll have the I-team on that.
Yeah, as soon as I took the call, I watched it, and I told our guy up there, I said, you just cost me a 75-yard touchdown reception call.
It was Brock Spencer.
Okay.
Brock Spencer's been all over the field tonight, catching, rushing. At one point, he had pretty much the entire team on his back of Buhl and went about 5 yards. So
yeah.
we're seeing some really good stuff out of Brock Spencer tonight.
And the PAT kicks have been solid. Got a little Star Wars halftime show here with the band. I like it.
Very impressive.
I'm a Star Wars guy.
I don't see Princess Leia, though.
No. But they've got that Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi outfits out there in the drill team. I like it. Very cool. You actually see one of the football players in the band playing the saxophone right down here in front. It's always kind of cool. Takes the pads off, grabs the saxophone, says, "Coach, I'll be there as soon as I can."
Kind of like Deion Sanders.
Kind of like Deion Sanders.
Takes a helicopter to a baseball game.
It's a lot like that.
A lot like that.
It is a lot like that. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors tonight at Title I, Hahn Packing, Weiser Classic Candy, Les Schwab here in Weiser, and for Buhl, Kelly Oil, and True Leap Technologies. I was doing a game. I'm going to throw him under the bus. It was Lauren. He's been broadcasting for 10+ years with us, and we were doing a state basketball game. It was Dietrich, and True Leap was on, and I guess they used to be Filer Mutual. They had just changed over to True Leap, and so he was reading the ads, and I'm just sitting there. When he's reading an ad, I'm writing notes, jotting down, not really listening, and all of a sudden he just kind of pauses and goes, "Truly App Technologies," and I look at him and I'm like, "What?" And he just goes through it, and I look at him, and he's looking at me. And we're on the air, and I'm like, "What did you say?" And I said, "It's True Leap." And he looks at it and goes, "Oh, yeah." Just one of those, when your brain doesn't have the correct synapses to make your mouth work, he just looked at it and went, "Oh, yeah." It was fun calling him out on the air. That's professional? Right. No, but it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Sometimes you just look at words, and they come off different.
I was like, Truly App?
Truly
I mean, I guess in some languages that's what you could call it. I'm just not sure. So looking at the bracket, of course, you can go to IdahoSports.com and see that. Homedale has already secured the number 1 seed. They got a bye this week, as does Gooding with that number 2 seed. Now, the qualifying games, Weiser Buhl this game, South Fremont Kellogg, that one is actually over, and South Fremont barely came away, 35-30. That game was played today at 2 o'clock, and so South Fremont stays in the pool. Kellogg moves on to Winter Sports, and then Snake River Donnelly, that is going to be played at Snake River tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We'll have an audio-only crew there. Brandon's going to be going to broadcast that one so you can listen in to see who wins there. So right now, South Fremont is the first qualifier, and then it looks to be Weiser. I'm not saying comebacks can't happen, but if this plays out, it'll be Weiser, who's going to be ranked very high. They came in with a pretty good Max Preps ranking. And so once these 3 qualifiers are done, then they'll reseed those quarterfinals, and after those games, we'll have those brackets updated on Idaho Sports.
Now, Paul, you've seen these teams play.
Some of them.
Some of them. How does Weiser compare to, some of the higher seeds like Homedale and
Sugar Salem, Homedale, the naturals. I mean, you got Sugar Salem, Homedale 3 years in a row, with Sugar Salem winning 3 years in a row. That's rough if you're Homedale. So them coming in this year, Sugar Salem started out not good, and then they really picked up steam the second half of the season and kind of showed they were still Sugar Salem. So there's a lot of teams in this 3A classification, and Weiser's right in the mix. From what I've seen, I haven't watched Homedale play this year. I haven't watched Sugar play, but from the ones I have, in the words of Sinead O'Connor, nothing compares to Weiser. I think is misunderstood lyrics sometimes. But they're very good, and what makes them good, what we talked about, is they're so balanced. There's not really a chink in their armor, so to speak, on the offense or defensive side. They've got size, they've got strength, they've got athletes on both sides. And the old adage that you hear from coaches constantly is, well, if we stay healthy. And that's really the case here with Weiser. You get Willie Schertz, he stays healthy. Caleb Grove stays healthy. Riley Willett stays healthy. Brock Spencer, Brett Spencer. You got all these guys. But what you do have is a line of twos that can come in, and just because they're twos on this team doesn't mean they wouldn't be ones on another team.
You're right.
And so replacements come in that are just as good or better than what you've got on your team. That makes it really, really hard. And when you get down like Buhl did early, it makes it really hard to come back when you're looking at a defense as staunch as Weiser's, because they don't make a lot of mistakes. We did see a few penalties, but as far as big mistakes where they're going to give up the ball and give up touchdowns and give up big yards and time on the clock, it's just not going to happen.
I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of that coming into this third quarter of them making a lot of mistakes. So what I assume Buhl's going to have to do is really adjust their offense, big adjustments on defense, and really see how the safeties work out, and also on the offensive side for Buhl, get the throwing going, because going down the middle, they're getting stuffed every time. They're going to have to go over the top of them and use some of that speed that they have.
And aside from the Fransons out there, the La Hoyes, those guys out there that are great on the field, the one thing that Buhl has is Alan Reynolds on the sideline.
Yep.
One of the great coaches in Idaho at Twin Falls for a very long time, retired, comes back, leads Buhl to playoffs for a very long time, very emotional about it, and it's great. Again, we love to see it. But he knows what he's doing. This isn't the first time, I'm sure, that he's been down 48 points at halftime.
No.
If you've got a career like that, it's going to happen.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
He knows how to adjust.
Poise, yes.
If he can get his boys to adjust with that, then we're going to see a pretty good game.
Well, we're about 7 seconds from kickoff as Buhl comes back out on the field. I don't know if they're going to put 3 minutes back on the clock like they do sometimes, or if the officials are going to say, oh, they are. It's one of my pet peeves. You know what? Both teams are here. Let's just let's get them out. So they put 3 minutes on the clock. So we're going to step aside, take a little bit of a break, come back with the second half kickoff. You're watching IdahoSports.com.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong, Toyota trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's medical director for public health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, set to start the third quarter of play. They just made announcements, Scott. They need more newspaper for the cannon. They've used all the, I guess what do they call that?
The packing.
The packing for the cannon. They use newspaper, I guess, and they're out. So they need some more. So
we were talking about that earlier in the first half that they're going to run out of cannon.
Yeah, cannon fodder.
Yeah. Well, we got plenty of that.
Yes.
But apparently they're needing more. So if anybody is around that has a lot of newspaper,
get down here quick.
Get down here quick.
All right, that's the problem. All right, here we go. Lights are off in the press box again. There's the kick, taken to the 22, and brought down.
Big
nice
down.
tackle.
Yeah.
Big number 8, Cameron Gorell. There's nothing worse than being down 48-0 and then kicking off to the team you're down to start the second half. It's like, all right, here you go. have the ball again. But
Let's
Buhl,
see what adjustments they can make.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. Let's see what Buhl comes out. And if they change who they're keying on, or if they just say, you know what, boys, let's just stay the course and see how things go. Handoff, shoots the gap, picks up about 3. Maybe 2nd and 7. And Colin Cook in at quarterback now for Weiser. The freshman under center, takes a snap, hands it off, and brought down hard. No gain. Number 35, the ball carrier on that one, Cash Cobb, also a freshman. Brings up 3rd and 7, ball on the 33. Clock continues to run. 11 minutes is where we're at in the third quarter. So the freshman getting some playing time here early in the second half. Defense chomping at the bit. Throw is made, caught, complete at the 40 and pushed out of bounds. Receiver number 32, who I'm sure is a fine young man, but not on the roster.
Nice throw by the freshman quarterback. He's not the tallest of quarterbacks, so he had to really look over and
5'9", 145. I'm 5'9", but I am not 145. Turns, hands it off, and gets taken down in the backfield. Chase Bauer in on that, as well as Cameron Gorell. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 15. Again, Colton Cook in at quarterback. Up to the line we go. Captain under center, takes a snap, turns. Trying to find somebody downfield. Has to run with it, boy. He gets welcomed to the game by number 50, Hector Miramontes. Drops the freshman quarterback way back. So 3rd and 20 from the 30-yard line. Clock continues to run, 9:20. Under center again. Everybody inside. Pitches it. Nope, comes right back to him. They're going to throw downfield. Off his hands. And not a lot of room on this sideline. As everybody comes in, there's a fence right there. Nice defense put on by number 12, Justin LaHoy. So 4th and 20. They're going to punt it away.
Give him credit for that freshman quarterback.
Yeah.
He's trying all sorts of things out there. They have some confidence in him, apparently.
They do. Justin LaHoy back to receive the punt. And Schertz punts it away in a big punt. Caught by LaHoy and just steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So Buhl, offense comes out for the first time in the second half. 8:57 to go in the third. They'll start things off at their own 40-yard line. Weiser Classic Candy and Deli is a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics, and they want to wish the boys good luck in tonight's game. Go get them, boys, from Weiser Classic Candy. And Les Schwab Tire in Weiser, they're proud to support the Wolverines in the playoffs this season. Everyone at the shop is rooting them on. Good luck from Les Schwab here in Weiser. The Indians take the field. 8:57 left, third quarter. Down 48-0.
Got a new element in this game. It's starting to rain.
Oh, it is. Drops are falling. Franson standing at the 35. Quick pass to the 45. Pushed out of bounds. So from the 40, about a 5-yard gain, 6 yards they're going to call it, so 2nd and 4. Not a bad idea. Quick passes, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Is that a skunk or the rain out there? I'm not sure what's going on.
Probably neither.
8:25. As the handoff goes around the far side to Bauer, and Bauer, no gain. Man, I might have given him a foot, and a flag is down at the 45. Let's see what it is. White hat turns. I like the white hat in our first game. He'd yell. Can't hear loud enough. And he comes back, wants to talk it over again. Personal foul. Hit to the helmet on Weiser. So 3 yards. A lot of free yards for Buhl. On the personal foul. Moves Buhl into Weiser territory at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 on the right hash. Buhl moving right to left.
This is deep in the Weiser territory. Buhl's been
for quite a while. Franson throws, caught, complete. Makes a nice move to get around the defense. Gets inside the 30, about the 33. Pass caught by Justin Lohoy. 7:56 on the clock.
Seem to see some new adjustments by the offense from Buhl. Throwing it a little more, realizing they're not getting anywhere. I'd like to see that.
Break the huddle. Rangel goes to the right, as well as Lohoy. Franson takes a snap, rolls to his right. Gets a block. Has to run with it. Taken down near the 20, about the 21-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and close to 4, depending on the spot. Clock continues to run, 7:15. That is going to be 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line. Hey, positive yards.
They're going the right direction.
That's right. Two receivers lined up on the right, or left, one on the right. Franson takes a snap, quick pass, in and out of the hands of the receiver. That's number 80. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. Ben Winkle. If I'm seeing the number right through 2 panes of dirty glass. Yes, that's the one good thing about doing audio-only games.
Doesn't matter.
It does. You can say anything, and you can be wrong, right?
Yeah.
Here, I have to actually, the camera fact checks me. So 3rd and 4 on the 21. Two receivers line up on the right side. Franson in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off, shoots the gap, gets the first down and more.
Might have
to the 10, to the 5, before he gets pushed out of bounds.
Great run.
Great run. I'm trying to see the number. I think that was Lohoy.
Yep.
And it was. Waiting for the PA guy to help me out a little bit.
A little far away from us.
So 1st and goal from the 4. 6:34, clock stopped. So Buhl with the best chance they've had at scoring all night long. They sent
on the verge.
Two receivers to the left. Split backs, hand it off. Cut up the middle, touchdown. Buhl Indians on the board.
Where's their cannon? We need one.
Yeah, fire it off for them. And I think that was it Gorell? Again, I can't see through this screen. But the 4-yard touchdown is good. And it looks like Buhl is going to go for 2. And they're going to call a timeout and talk about it. So a timeout called by Buhl. 6:30 left in the third quarter. Indians on the board with 6 points. Hahn Packing in Weiser, they're proud to produce, process, and ship onions of superior quality. The fields in and around Weiser, along with a warm, dry climate, are perfect for growing the best onions you've ever tasted. From medium yellows and reds to super colossal yellows, Hahn Packing grows and delivers these sweet and wonderful onions for you to enjoy. Hahn Packing Company in Weiser is proud to support the local communities they serve and are proud of the student athletes playing in tonight's game. So, coming back out, they are going to kick the PAT now. The kick, Ish Salas. And it's up, and it's good. Boy, it was a low kick, but it went through.
Just barely.
Just barely.
Just barely.
48-7, 6:30 left in the third. Farmers Supply Co-op located at 622 East Commercial in Weiser. Enjoy some delicious eats in the Farmers Cafe or fuel up your toys, grab drinks, snacks, play the lottery, get a hunting fishing license, ice, supplies, all in one shot. You hungry? They deliver. Find them on Facebook for specials and new arrivals. Locally owned and operated since 1935. Farmers Supply Co-op, a proud supporter of Weiser Athletics, and wants to wish them good luck in the tournament. From Farmers Supply Co-op. Don't forget, quitting smoking, chewing, or vaping's tough, but so are you. If you're ready to quit, there's help. Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW today. So Buhl gets on the board, 48-7. Get that goose egg off, get that first one out of the way, and then the rest come easily.
The next 7 will be easy.
7 more, they're right back in this thing.
Yes.
Really 6 more. Ken Kellogg down to South Fremont already today. South Fremont 135-30. And here's the kick. Short kick. And a fair catch called by Levi Estes. And that's taken right close to the 30-yard line. I guess they're going to say the 28. So 1st and 10 from their own 28 for Weiser. As their offense comes and takes the field. Colin Cook, the freshman quarterback, leading the team here in the second half of play.
Let's see if the defense can continue for Buhl and these adjustments that the coaches made. Handoff to number 12.
Boy, and he's going to get pushed back for a loss close to the 20-yard line. Said number 12. How sure are we it's number 12? I got an 11 and I got a 13, but there's no 12 in small print between the two. So kicking it away on 4th down. Boy, 4th and 5. They're going to punt it away.
So second time Weiser's had to punt this quarter. You wonder how much experience over talent.
Yeah.
Really comes into play here.
High snap, he has to bring it down and run. And he's going to get about a yard in positive yardage. So a gain of 1, that's going to bring it to 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Great position for Buhl to be in. Score again. They can score again.
1st and 10. Throws the pass across the middle, almost intercepted and almost caught after that. Intended for number 44 for Buhl. That's Caden Villaro.
Yeah, 2 defensive ends coming right at him. He didn't know what was happening.
So 4:19, clock stopped.